Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. P3 Remainder and Factor Theorems. Type 3 question. Note: if a quadratic factor is given with two unknown constants, then don't use the long division method and use comparing the coefficient method instead. This is case 3, type 3 question. We will understand how to use the comparing the coefficient method in an example. The example of case 3 or type 3 question. In this example, given polynomial p of x, 2x cube px square plus 2x minus 4 is exactly divisible by x minus 2 whole square. Find p and q and hence factorize p of x completely. As in this question, a quadratic factor is given, x minus 2 whole square, with two unknown constants, that is p and q. Therefore, we will use comparing the coefficient method to solve this question. Answer: we can simplify this quadratic factor as, because we will use the simplified form of the factor in comparing the coefficient method. Since the power of the polynomial is 3, therefore we must have 3 answers. 2 answers are given, 1 answer is missing, and that answer should be ax plus b. Since 1 answer is missing, so we have to suppose a linear factor ax plus b to get that answer. Let's start the solution. According to comparing the coefficient method, we have to write the polynomial to the quadratic factor as a product of quadratic factor and linear factor as. Now we have to simplify the right hand side of this identity, and then we will use the comparing the coefficient method. Now we have to compare the coefficients of like powers of x on both these sides. Since the coefficient of x cube on left hand side is 2 and the coefficient of x cube on the right hand side is a, therefore a is 2. The value of a is 2. Now we will compare the constant term with the constant term. The constant term on the left side is negative 4, whereas the constant term on the right side is 4b. Therefore b is negative 1. This is the way to get the values of a and b. Now compare the coefficients of x square on both the sides. On right hand side we have two terms containing x square, which are b and minus 4a. So these two terms will be equal to p, which is the coefficient of x square on left hand side. By substituting the values of b and a, we can get the value of p. Therefore p is negative 9. Now we have hence this is the completely factorized form of p of x. We have done this question. Let me give you some important tips regarding this question. Since we have power 3 in this question, the degree of the polynomial is 3 and a quadratic factor was given, therefore I had to suppose a linear factor. This is very important for this question. I suppose this factor ax plus b because the degree of the polynomial was 3 and a quadratic factor was given. Degree 3 means there must be 3 answers. 2 answers were given and 1 answer was missing. Therefore, I suppose the missing answer as ax plus b. What if we had degree 4? If we had degree 4, then there will be 2 answers missing. So we had to suppose a quadratic factor. But in this case, the degree of the polynomial was 3. Therefore, I suppose a linear factor. This is very important for this question. And this type of question is over. We'll do the last type of question in the next lecture. you need to practice most of the questions so that you will be good at this topic. Allah Hafiz.